I wanted to talk to you about bed canopies and why and how they work. So, we all know there's a sleepless epidemic around the world. You know, the levels of insomnia have been going through the roof for a long time, and some, and I would be amongst them, would say that the insomnia levels have grown in tandem with the levels of high frequency electromagnetic fields, or otherwise known as wireless radiation, in the world's environment. Why is that? Okay, as simple as I can. The brain sees high frequency radiation or wireless communication signals as a form of bright light. So we don't know that that's happening. We don't see it with our eyes, we don't smell it, touch it, etc. But our brain says, oh, there's bright light in the room, it's not time to sleep. So what happens is your daytime serotonin does not get transformed into melatonin, the sleep hormone. So you don't go into your deep sleep that you need to refresh your immune system, key in these crazy days, and go into that, that whole body refreshment that we need as sleep. Hence, the problem with many people is not necessarily so much getting to sleep, it's staying asleep or feeling refreshed when they wake up in the morning, or often when they wake up not too long after going to sleep. So that's what's going on with microwave radiation from all the various communications equipment we're exposed to in our lives today. What can you do to stop that and to do it without too much risk and too much expense? It can't be super cheap, because a fabric that can stop this stuff, if it's going to be any use, will be made with a high level of silver. So there is an expense involved. But what we do to make that decision for you more easy is we offer a 30-day refund on the Canopy. So you can buy a Canopy from us, try it out. We do ask you, please give it a good run, and don't just sort of get it out of the box and I don't think I feel like this anymore, because that's unfair on us, and you do want us to be around to help you. So I know most of you watching this wouldn't consider that sort of action, but our 30-day guarantee scheme is there for those of you that it just doesn't work for us, because there are a minority of people that, through no fault of their own, sleeping in the bed canopy just doesn't work. So we offer this 30-day guarantee. The only risk therefore you've got is the shipping cost in and out to you, and any duty that you might not be able to reclaim, although we tend to try to price our canopies to avoid too much of that anyway. How can we do that? Well, here's a testimony that we got in this morning. We get masses of these, and you can see a lot of them on Trustpilot. This one wasn't a Trustpilot testimony. It was a direct email to us. So you can see, whilst there's masses of them on Trustpilot, you can see that we get a load more that don't even make it there. And this lovely lady said, wow, we already received the Canopy. That was so fast. And it is absolutely wonderful and perfect. We are so grateful to you and the seamstress who sewed this custom bespoke Canopy for us. Thank you so much as well to your team there for all the wonderful product and all your kind and thorough educating expertise and support. We set it up with no issues at all, and it blocks the RF levels thoroughly. We also were able to test and put the DE filters, dirty electricity, to work. Thank you so much for those too. We used some of the grounding kit as well and tried it into what we are quite sure is a clean grounding rod setup. I'm attaching a few photos of the Canopy. My heartfelt and deepest thank you to you for the blessing of meeting you and fulfilling this important aim. Love and God bless you, and yours always. So that's a regular experience that we have here, and to be honest, it is, in the times as all people in unusual pioneering businesses experience, in the difficult times, it's the stuff that keeps us going. So from your point of view, if you're having difficulty sleeping, if you've got chronic fatigue syndrome, ME, MS, any kind of immune deficiency, autoimmune problem, then it's certainly worth trying a Canopy. We do ask you, to consider it almost as though you couldn't send it back. before pressing the button. But when you do press the button, be safe in the knowledge that your life will probably change, like this lady's, for the better. But if it doesn't, then the only cost to you is £50 or something, whatever it costs to ship in and out to you. If it's in the States, then probably a little bit more, maybe $100 or so is your risk. And sort of 95 out of 100 people that buy these things have a great experience, and it changed their lives. So I hope that makes your buying decision a little bit easier.